All right, still on the road here. So I'll tell you what, I just got finished going over bad habits, things that will compromise your immune system. So I hate having a false balance here, okay? And it's perfect time for me to give out this information because I'm on the road. And I can actually speak to you instead of just sitting here driving, listening to all the rhetoric that's going on during this election season when the country is trying to determine and decide who's going to be the next president, either Donald Trump or Joe Biden. But anyway, I want to go ahead and make this video about foods that support your immune system. Foods that support your immune system. The one thing I know that we don't concentrate on, and if you look at the American diet, let's say if you have breakfast in the morning, you usually have some type of potatoes, some type of starchy foods. You may have some eggs, and if you eat clean foods, you may have some chicken or you may have some beef. If you eat unclean, you'll have a variety of one of the pork dishes, which I don't recommend, unless you want to infest yourself with a trichinosis worm and a worm that can't be killed at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. It's totally up to you. It's your choice, your decision. And then you turn around and you eat lunch. Sometimes people eat a sandwich and have iceberg lettuce on it, and then another starch. And then they go to dinner. And they may get maybe a side dish of broccoli or green beans, but it consists of either potatoes or steak or chicken or some type of mashed potato, scalloped potato, something like that, or macaroni and cheese and stuff. What's missing in all this? I'll tell you what's missing in all this. If you eat like this every single day, you don't have a sufficient amount of foods that is going to provide the right amount of antioxidants. Antioxidants. Yeah, that's right. Fruits, vegetables that are high in color, such as blueberries, raspberries, cherries, grapes, mainly dark grapes, squashes, acai, goji berries, peppers, watermelon, stuff like that. Foods that would actually help your system to be able to fight against all the free radicals that are going on here in this world. Okay? And then, of course, you need foods that are high in vitamin C. Foods that are extremely high in vitamin C, such as, citrus foods. Broccoli is high in citrus. Red bell peppers are high in citrus. Spinach, papayas. You need foods like this that are high in vitamin C as well. Then you need, of course, foods that are high in zinc. And of course, the majority of them are mostly shellfish. But what I do is every once in a while I eat some sardines. I eat some kipper snacks or something like that. Pumpkin seeds, chickpeas, beans. Stuff that's high in zinc. You can also use whole food, and you have to get a reputable whole food supplement place. I don't recommend any particular brand because I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not getting any kickbacks or anything like that, so I'm not going to promote some people's personal brand. You can choose whatever brand you want. I hope you do your own due diligence and your own individual research. You also need foods high in vitamin A. Vitamin A, Now, rather than me, I probably eat, let's say if I eat potatoes, okay? I'll probably eat, if I was going to say between the white potato and the sweet potato, my diet consists of 99.9% sweet potato as opposed to a white potato. It does. You may want to buy you some organic cod liver oil, and that stuff is nasty, but it sure is good to have in your body during the wintertime. It sure is good. Vitamins high in vitamin E. These are all foods that support the immune system and stuff in vitamin E. Almonds. It's a good idea to go to the store. As a matter of fact, I'm glad I'm saying this because I'm going to stop by the store up here and buy a bag of almonds. It's good to eat about 10 almonds a day. Hazelnuts. And, of course, broccoli pretty much fits in every single one of these categories. Then, of course, on the flip side, which is the good side, you also want your share of fermented foods. Low sugared yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, apples, raw apples, That's another good thing, man. I need to stop by and get me some raw. You know, I'm glad I mentioned this stuff, because while I'm out and getting ready to head home, I need to actually stop by the store and get some of this stuff. I know we was running a little bit low this morning, so I need to go ahead and fill that in. I'm glad I'm making this video. All right, and also, you cannot beat this. I will promote this one right here. At least a couple of tablespoons every single morning or afternoon or before meals or whatever you want. Bragg's organic apple cider vinegar. Boy, that's been a staple of ours. I can't tell you for how long in the ministry. Okay, you also need omegas 3s, 369s. You need fatty acids, all right? And of course, foods like that, you don't want what they call farm fresh salmon. They even today, they got so deceptive with their practices and stuff. They'll say Atlantic wild caught, and then if you go read the fine print on the back, it'll say farm raised salmon. No, you don't want none of that. Go look at the color of that farmed raised salmon, and then go look at the wild caught salmon. You know, and let me send a shout out to brother Brent Cargrego. Bless you, my brother. Man, he goes up to Alaska and he catches wild salmon, and he blesses me with some every time he goes. And man, I'm talking about, it's so good. It is so good. But anyway, salmon, flaxseed, fish oils, cod liver oil, all this other good stuff. One thing that would definitely boost your immune system, but it may have you smelling a little funny, is raw garlic. Raw garlic, onions, elderberry, ginger, horseradish, chickpeas. I'm in the school zone, so y'all may hold on for a second, okay? Raw honey. If you can find raw honey, turmeric, cinnamon, all of these are whole foods where they definitely help your body operate in optimum health, if you choose to. Now, when you think about some of the things that I just got finished going over here, as far as foods that support your immune system, when you look at your diet, your everyday, think about this for a second. All right? How much in your diet every single day do you even get a tenth of this stuff? See, the system, the country in itself, is not designed for you to be able to take care of yourself. It's designed to put fillers into your belly. Y'all hear me? Fillers into your belly. So you've got to definitely re-educate yourself. And of course, you know, I'm sure that people can argue me down all day long on what I said and stuff. I'm only telling you what I do, what my advice, what I consider, because I personally think that, you know, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good on the community out there. We got people ranging from all different ages and stuff like this. But I know myself personally, as a 54-year-old man, I know that I myself personally, I'm not on any pharmaceutical drugs whatsoever at all. I'm not planning on being on any, and I'm planning on always trying to make sure that I heal myself by giving my body the proper nutrition and keeping my spirit right and staying low on stress, and by making sure I keep it in optimum health by providing what the Most High, many of you call him God, has given to us out of the earth. Now, I realize, and that's the reason why I keep saying whole foods. When I mention whole foods, I mean supplemental foods that come from a whole food source that are now condensed down to a supplement form, because the soil is just so depleted with all the pesticides, the herbicides, the chemicals, and everything else that's going on in this society right here. It's any wonder that we could even get any foods that can have any type of value whatsoever at all. But hey, I just only gave you my advice here 2 times. You can run with it. You can pick and choose a roll with it. It's totally up to you. It's just my advice. I thought I would try to do my public service announcement, and I thought that I would do and check in my card for humanity to show you that I do care by telling you all this. Now, I'm at the 4-way stop. Hold on, because you know how people are. I don't trust these 4-way stops. And by the way, if you're out there at red lights, don't trust them people just because the light turned green. Yeah, you may have the right of way, but what if somebody decide to run the red and T-bone you? So what good did your right of way do when it probably either killed you or turned around and crippled you for the rest of your life? Better start learning how to look both ways. So anyway, I just thought I'd turn around and give out a bunch of good advice. At least I think it's good advice for those who choose to hear it. I hope I've said something to stimulate thought, and I hope I've said something to, in some way, shape, fashion, form, to help you out. By the way, I'm also going to get some grapes too. I try to buy stuff organic if I can, but if I can't, it's better eating that than stuff that is that doesn't come from a plant-based whole food source. Hey, y'all have a wonderful day. Pastor Dowell here.